Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Matt Forte was probably the biggest bust in fantasy football last year. He really just couldn't deliver on being the type of guy we all thought he could be. In a lot of leagues, there were people that had their hopes on him. I know in one league, I saw a guy take him as high as the second pick overall in the draft. There were high expectations for Matt, and he really just didn't deliver. He was a big disappointment. I myself thought that Matt was going to have a really nice season. I thought the success that he had shown in his rookie season for all the lack of talent he had around him, that with Jay Cutler there, at least defenses were going to have to respect the pass and definitely respect down the field passes because of his live arm that he does carry. And that should in turn help Matt Forte underneath and in the running game and maybe let him gash some more runs. We saw him in preseason. I know he had the hamstring thing around June last year. But, I looked at him in preseason. I saw him make that one, I think it was about a 40-yard touchdown run against the New York Giants in preseason. And it is preseason, but to see a guy break through the hole and make that big play. And then again, I think he had a couple touchdowns in preseason against the Denver Broncos. So it just looked to me, okay, he's definitely looks like he's going to be a touchdown guy. Again, he had 12 touchdowns in his rookie season, 4 receiving, 8 running. This is a guy that, hey, he had 60-something receptions in his rookie season, and he had a good rushing total in his rookie season. So this just transferred as a guy that in just about any fantasy league, he was going to be a very productive player. Well, obviously, that did not happen. He only had, 4 touchdowns on the season last year. He had under 1,000 yards rushing. He did still have over 50 receptions for over 400 yards. That's very nice to see. But he just couldn't put it all together as, he just wasn't close to the kind of guy that we really needed on our teams to be the juggernaut of the team. He was more like your really decent flex play option, which is where we have him ranked for you this season as opposed to being a guy that was a juggernaut type player. This offseason, the team goes out. First I should say they did have, I believe, surgery on Forte's knee. He was obviously playing with a bad knee since early in the season, so that was obviously a big reason why he wasn't explosive, but they did go out and get Chester Taylor to help in the running game. I think where Chester's really going to hurt Matt, and this is why I probably got him tailed out as a top 25 as opposed to maybe squeaking into the top 20, is because Chester should knock down Matt's reception totals. Matt had 63, I believe, in his rookie season. I think it was 57 in his second season. But with Chester there, we know what Chester can do. He's very good at, receiving out of the backfield. And in the early years of Adrian Peterson's career, he really did limit Adrian's ability to get receptions, and that was something we had to take note of for PPR leagues. And for a guy like Forte, who's got the second hardest schedule to run against still this season, those extra receptions are a vital key area for him to get a bumpage in his total. With his situation, remember, Forte, he has never had, in his first 2 seasons, he has not had a yard per carry average of 4 or better. The best he had was his rookie year was 3.9. He fell back to 3.6 in his second season. So he's not the biggest of explosive running backs, and so he does need to get a lot of receptions to keep that strong fantasy value going, at least as strong as he can be. So these are the concerns we have. I think he's going to get back to probably 8 touchdowns again this season. He'll probably maybe even squeak over just over 1,000 yards rushing. And remember, that division, you've got the Minnesota Vikings, you've got the Green Bay Packers, who, if I'm not mistaken, were number 1 against the run last year. And let's not forget about the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have made major upgrades on their defensive line to stop the run with Sue and Corey Williams coming in maybe as a third down type guy, but he's going to be fresh. They've got some legit situation right there that they should be much improved in that area. So really, when we look at Matt Forte being the second hardest schedule to run, he's probably the hardest schedule when you factor in that the Lions were atrocious against the run last year, and they should be much improved this year. So really, it's going to be tough for Forte in some of these games in division. Really not an easy team in that division per se that he can just dominate against like he used to with the Lions. So right now with Forte, I know this is kind of a long-winded podcast on him, but we need to, go over some of these issues with him because this is a very interesting player that's had ups and downs.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy